So I wanted to do a quick update. Apologize for the shaky cam because it's in my hand. Since the last video that I made, she dumped me. She called me toxic, manipulative, emotionally manipulative, and she said that I had been emotionally abusive to her. I assume I don't have to explain that to you guys about why that's just wrong. So she said all of that, and for a day I was like, oh my god, I am the worst human being alive. And I said, oh, you know, I'm gonna work on it, I'm gonna work on myself, I'm gonna come back and be a better friend to you. Then either on New Year's or like the second, maybe third, I think it would have to have been either New Year's or New Year's Eve, she banned me from everything. She had already removed me from her personal Twitter, which is like fine, fair. She said I couldn't be trusted with her feelings anymore. Really? Really? We're gonna go there? After everything you put me through in the last 2 years? We're gonna go, okay, fine. She banned me from that. She's like, fine. She didn't ban me from her fandom Twitter, which is like, alright, fine, whatever you want at this point. And then around New Year's she did. And she also removed me on Facebook and presumably LiveJournal. I haven't checked. I haven't used LiveJournal in a long time. So she cut me out. She didn't say anything when she cut me out. She just did it, and I just discovered it. So when she did that, up until that point, I'd been pretty mum about the whole thing because I didn't want to start shit. Especially in a new fandom. A fandom that she told me, quote, was hard to make friends in. Yeah, I don't know who she was talking about there because I have a lot of new friends now. And they're great, so thinking maybe the friends are not the problem here. But I talked about the situation with like 2 people, but I didn't mention her name or her username or anything. Just was like, this is what's going on. It's kind of weird right now. We're figuring it out. And she banned me. And at that point I went, well, okay, there's no going back from this, so I guess there's no point in pretending or trying to save her feelings. So still without mentioning her by name, by the way, I also blocked her. And then I put on my personal Twitter, like, a rundown, basically, of what had happened. And people were generally supportive and understanding, and I certainly handled the situation with decorum. But I also came out of it going, wow, she called me a lot of horrible, horrible things. And all of them were lies. I'm not manipulative or toxic or emotionally abusive. It's not me. I believed her for a day, and then I was like, I don't think I can do the profession that I'm trying to do if I was any of those things, and I'm pretty sure somebody would have called me on this in the past, I don't know, 29 years if this was a problem. So, yeah. I didn't buy it. Still don't buy it. But I also realized, got Twitter alerts popping up, that I still had a lot to give. I still have a new fandom. I have new friends. I'm inspired to do things. And I had the most incredible coincidental birthday of my life. It was amazing. And I want to tell you about it because it was something that she kind of told me that would never, it was the kind of thing that she would never have happened. I still don't quite believe that it happened, but it happened. So I'm into the group VIX, right? They're a K-pop group now. There's 6 members. And as is common with some K-pop groups, there's a subunit, LR, and there are 2 members out of the 6. There's a rapper, who is my favorite, and there's one of the lead vocals, who is a darling baby sweetheart. To me, it's one of those, like, I love them all. I love the rapper a tiny bit more because he's the softest marshmallow boy in the world. But, so their subunit was putting out a collection of their 2 mini albums together in Japan. They were doing a concert in Japan, and the concert I already had a ticket to. Like, I was going. I had a ticket. The day before, when was it? Okay, so the miracle day, right? I had the day off, and usually on my day off, I sleep until like 12 or 1 p.m. because I like to sleep. That day, I had to have my hair cut because I had rescheduled a haircut. I had the flu the week before. The birthday curse lives on. I'm sick every year on or around my birthday. So I had the flu. I'd rescheduled for 9:30 in the morning, which is usually earlier than I want to do life, basically. But I got up, I went to the hair salon to get my hairs did. It was super cute. You can't see it because I just took a shower and was like, fuck it. But it's an undercut. It's super short under here and then like fluffy on top. Anyway, while I was in the salon flipping through Twitter, I see that they're doing a fan signing event in Shibuya now. So I ran to Shibuya. Fortunately, it only takes me about 20 minutes to get to Shibuya. 25, I guess, if you're counting walking to the station to the Tower Records. So first I called them because I was like, I know that fan signs are a lottery thing. You have to buy the physical albums and you get a ticket to enter into the lottery. Are there any left? Because this has been going since yesterday and I just want to, I don't want to run down here if there are none left. And she said, oh no, we have tons. So I ran. I got there. I already had to buy albums for people because this was a Japan only release. So I already had a list of people who wanted me to buy them. I had just made reservations at a different store. I hadn't paid for them yet, so I just bought them. So I bought 3, and all 3 failed hitting for the fan sign. But they gave me this extra ticket for a thing. And again, I can't really read Japanese because I can't read kanji. So I had no idea what I'd just been given a ticket to, but it was a thing. And they were like, handshake, handshake. And I went, handshake? The fuck is like, what do you mean? And it's handshake. You're going to stand over there and you're going to shake their hands. And for each ticket that you have, that's 1 time around the circuit you get to go to shake their hand. I was like, so I have 3 of those. And they were like, yeah, you get to shake their hands 3 times. And I was like, this is going to be weird, but okay. And then I was like, I kept seeing, like, because the limit for people going to the fan sign was 50. And nobody was hitting. Like, nobody was going. And I kept thinking, God, here's one more. Here's just one more. But I'd also just recently watched a video on gambling and how that works. So I was like, brain, don't do this. But then other people were like, actually, if you want to do it, I want an album anyway. So I bought 3 more albums. And this time, I got 3 tickets to not a fan sign, but a different thing. And again, I couldn't read it, so I didn't know what it was. I guessed, judging by what I could read, that it was some sort of like mini live event, I guess, in the basement of the Tower Records, where they sometimes have very small shows. And there's like 300 tickets for that, and I had 3, and they all had different seat numbers. The closest was 40, so I was like, okay, I'll take that one. But then I was like, well, I got these other 2. I don't know anybody, so I'll just give them away. Because that's kind of how I roll. I'm just like, well, I have them. I'm not going to waste them. I'll give them to somebody who didn't get one. Like, it was a lottery. I got it by chance. I'll give it away. So I was kind of wandering the area trying to kill time, and I heard 2 high school girls next to me talking about LR, talking about the VIX in the unit. And I was like, oh. So I asked them, hey, are you going to the thing tonight? And they were like, no, we don't have tickets. And I went, would you like some tickets? I have 2, here you go. And they were flabbergasted that I wasn't trying to sell them or trade them or anything. I was just like, no, you just have them. Like, I'm not going to use them. The seats aren't together, sorry, but like, I'm one person, I can't take up 3 seats. So, they adopted me. They took me under their wing, and it was just super cute. They call me Onni now, which is like older sister, but in Korean. It's great because I told them nobody knew how old I was. I'm 30, you guys. I turned 30 last month, and everybody was like, what? No, you're not. They're like 20 something, and I'm early 20 something. I'm like, no, I'm really not. Not at all. So they call me Undi. And those two girls, man, they decided that they couldn't go to the event, but that because I gave the tickets to them for free, they were gonna fucking get me something for it. So they hit the Twitter. I told them I can't read. I was like, I can't read for shit, so I don't know, like, what you want to do here. And they said, we got it. So the two girls hit up Twitter, and they managed to trade one of the tickets for another handshake ticket. So I had 4 handshakes. And then they sold one of the tickets to a woman with an album, basically. She bought an album off of us with the ticket included, and she gave me some adorable little phone charms that she made, and I ended up seeing her at the concert too, and she gave me more, and she was so sweet. They're so sweet. Everybody is so sweet. They were giving each other little snacks and little bags and stickers, and I was like, I don't have anything because I didn't know this is thing that people do. I'm sorry, it's my birthday. And they were like, it's okay. So I shook their hands 4 times, and the first time I went through, I tried to tell them it was my birthday in Korean, but I don't think they were listening for Korean. I think they were listening for English or Japanese coming out of my mouth, because they both were like, meh. The second time around, okay, this is what makes it so great, right? So you do a circuit, everybody lines up, and then for each ticket that Kevin, can you maybe move your butt? Thanks. Each ticket that you have, you go back to the back of the line and start again. So I had 4, which is weird. I kind of wish that they would have allowed me to, like, for real, to, like, combine it and be like, okay, this is worth 3 minutes of time or something like that collectively. You can just pool all your tickets and have 3 minutes at the end or something like that. But no, it wasn't. So the second time around, Leo, bless, he goes, again? Like, yeah, baby, you're gonna see me 2 more times. And then the third time around, I told them, what did I say? I think I just said, like, I really liked you. I can't remember what I said the second time, but my boy, Ravi, bless, said, thank you, in English. Then the final time around, I told him, he just released a mixtape a couple days ago, and I told him, I really like your mixtape. I told him in Japanese, which is still very, very simple Japanese. Nirvana skidatta. Nirvana was it was like, Nirvana skidatta, and he was like, thank you, in English, again. Poor baby. I don't think he knew what language he was supposed to be speaking at any point during this entire trip to Japan. He just was, like, all over the map. But, yeah, so then I discovered ticket 40 out of 300 is a lot closer to the front than I thought it was. Because we get downstairs, I'm in the 3rd row of a very, very small room, and they're 10 to 15 feet away from me. And it wasn't alive. It was a talk event, and it was fucking adorable. It was so cute. And because it's in Japan, they had a translator translating everything into Japanese, and I speak Japanese. So it was adorable. They played a game. They gave hilarious answers. They were supposed to, like, they're such dumb boys. I love it. They're so dumb and so cute and competitive and hilarious. Hi, Kev. So because of the whole language situation, I had sort of figured out from Twitter that there aren't many Japanese residents who are on Twitter, English-speaking Japanese fans, if that makes sense. So there's not very many of us. So I was like, okay, well, you know, people weren't here, so this is a small thing, so I'll do a write-up of it, and I'll just tell them what happened. So I did a write-up, and it blew up on Twitter. Like, by blew up, I mean I got, like, I think, in the end, I think it ended up being like 250 retweets or something, but then like over 300 likes. I don't know, it was crazy. My phone was going nuts, and nobody has ever paid attention to me in that degree before. And I was like, man, you guys are up for a letdown. Everybody who's now following me, because I am not that interesting. This was just a weird day. No, the event was amazing, and I was so glad I got a ticket, and I met such sweet, nice people, who I then met again at the concert, and had a great time. The concert was really fun. And it's nice to have friends, and nice to have, I really needed that. Like, I needed that one miracle day of everything just happened. Like, I didn't know what was going on at any given moment. Just like, oh, we're here. Oh, okay. Hi. Wow. Okay, great. This is amazing. I wasn't expecting this. This is great. And so I finished out that day just like, okay, I'm good. And there was actually an opportunity to do it kind of sort of again the day after the concert, and I decided not to go. And I was talking to one of my new friends about it, and I don't know if YouTube will let me do this. Anyway, hi. One of the things that's been frustrating me about being an Arashi fan recently is that they're increasingly hard to access. And I feel like there's a certain degree of financial privilege that you have to have just to be an Arashi fan now. The files are locked down more than ever. Getting into the fan club is still borderline impossible. It's really hard. I didn't hit tickets. I have 5 accounts under my control because I managed them for 4 other people, and none of them hit last year for tickets, and not very many people did hit last year for tickets. They introduced a new system, and I think it backfired. I don't think it was well thought out on their on their part rather. And I'm not gonna lie, it killed some of the magic for me. Like, I have the most recent single, and I have the most recent album, and I have not opened either of them or listened to either of them. Like, it really did kind of kill it for me a little bit, was this wall of inaccessibility. Here I am paying $40 a year to enter a ballot system to maybe get tickets that cost $90. Like, that's to see them for 3 hours and in a huge dome. Like, that's not what I signed up for, if that makes sense. So to have that inaccessibility and being really aware of that inaccessibility was really bothering me. Another thing that was bothering me was my privilege. Specifically that I recognize mine, and I don't think other people recognize theirs enough. I have always said that if the situation ever arose where I had an extra ticket, I would give it away. And I did. This happened in 2014, I believe. 2015. It was 2015. I had an extra ticket, and I gave it away to a friend. She hadn't hit. She'd entered. She hadn't hit. It's like, well, come with us. I have an extra. Let's go. Because I have privilege here. I have access. So I joined the Japanese fan club for this K-pop group because I thought it was going to be crazy competitive. It's not. It's not. They're not that well known here. So, but I thought I would have to because I've been conditioned by Arashi. I just gestured at the poster on my wall. That's why you saw me do this. Like, they're not standing. They are in front of me, but not like, hi guys. So for VIX, that's a big thing. Like, for me, if I have access to something that someone can't access because of privilege reasons, like financial privilege or age privilege or like physical location privilege, like the reason I can join the Japanese fan club is because I live in Japan. Anybody can join the Korean fan club from anywhere, which I think is amazing. And it's like, that is amazing. And that's why they have a crazy wide international fan base. These guys have been to Argentina, Mexico, Hungary. They went like Singapore, Sydney. They've been everywhere. They've been all over the place, to places you would not expect a K-pop group to go. They've been there, and they have fans there. Like, they sell out. It's crazy. So anybody can join the fan club, the Korean fan club. It's only open once a year. It's like an entrance period, and it's coming up into 4 days. So I'm gonna get in on that. But you can join from anywhere. As long as you have $25, you can join. Yeah, 25. You heard me. 25. It is 40 here, and it's again the strict rules of you have to have an address, a phone number, and a paid email address. You can't do a free email. So it's still limited here. And there are some Japan exclusive content. Like, one of the members has a blog. He speaks Japanese to a fairly good degree. And he wrote a blog of his family vacation in Osaka, Kyoto. It's very cute. His writing level is about on level with my reading level, so I translated it, which upset some people because apparently they said, well, that's fan club. that's like Japanese fan club only content. You shouldn't share that outside of the Japanese fan club. People pay for that. And I'm like, yeah, you would pay for it too if you could, but you can't. Like, sharing something from the Korean fan club outside of the Korean fan club is sharing something that's only blocked by $25 and a certain time of the year. Like, those are your two impediments to getting into the Korean fan club. $25, timing. That's it. There's very limited amounts of privilege coming into play here. There's still some, don't get me wrong, but very limited. To join the Japanese fan club, you need to physically reside here. You need an address. You need a phone number. You need to live here. And you need $40 to sign up, and $40 every year, from what I understand. I think it was $45 to sign up. It's quite a bit more expensive. You don't get a box full of goods that apparently the Korean fan club is going to give me, so I'm pretty pumped about that. And really, the exclusive content is mostly like, it's computer backgrounds with calendars on them, or highlight videos of things that they did, or very short greetings from the members because they don't speak Japanese. So sharing that blog, like, it seems like such a silly thing to get mad about. Number one, I was translating it. People were especially mad about the fact that I was sharing the pictures in the blog, and I was like, the pictures are why we're here. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but this is a boy band. Like, we're here for their faces, and these are fucking adorable pictures because he went on a family vacation with his father and his nephew, and it's the cutest damn thing. So I kept the pictures in because I felt like that was also, he kept referencing them, like I needed it for the translation, and he was talking about, he was making a reference to his stage name and also the 5 yen coin and also an Omamori chart. Like, you needed to see what he was talking about to get it. I got a little nervous about it because somebody told me I could be kicked out of the fan club if I was caught, and I was like, how will they know it's me? My name is not connected to, like, the information on my fan club and the information on my Twitter are not the same. Have fun finding me, guys, I guess. It's a blog. But I'm aware of that privilege. Like, that's privilege. I live here. It's hard to get here. It's hard to find a job here, and it's hard to stay here. So I'm not gonna hold something back from someone because of something that they can't do. You can, within reason, you can ask someone for $25. You can't just expect people to move to fucking Japan. That's just not reasonable, and I don't think that it's fair to keep little things like that. Like ticketing, you know, I get it, I don't like it, but I get it. But a blog? Really? Really? You're gonna be holding a blog back against people? It's a blog post. Get over yourself. You didn't pay $40 for a blog post. You paid $40 for ticketing access. I know you did because that's what I did. The goodies you get for being in the Japanese fan club are not special goodies like the ones you get from the Korean fan club. I literally got a washcloth with the logo on it. Like, that's it. So, and a birthday greeting. I got a birthday greeting from my favorite member, recorded approximately 14 months ago, going by his hairstyle. The thought was there. The thought was there. I just think they might repeat him every year for a few years. So yeah, people got on my case. But as a result of that, I have a ton of new friends who are like, oh, you're in Japan. We don't have anybody in Japan. When they go to do Japanese activities, we don't know what's going on because we don't speak Japanese. And I'm like, I got you, fam. Help me with Korean, please. My Korean is so shit. You'd think I would have learned a little bit more after 2.5 years, but you'd be wrong. And I've forgotten 90% of it in the 6 years that I've lived here. So, yeah. So that was my magical day, my new fandom, my new friends, my slight kerfluffle in fandom because I'm too nice. Oh yeah, I was telling you the reason I didn't go the third day. The reason I didn't go to the third day is because I have this weird, like, because I had a super magical experience. I know this is not how it works, like this doesn't make logical sense in any way, but I felt like if I went to this other event, I wanted someone to have the experience that I had. And if I go there and enter a lottery system for a thing that's pretty limited, I could potentially take that experience away from someone who hasn't had it yet. I've already had it once this round. So even though I didn't get into the fan sign itself, which only like 26 people did, by the way, we counted them as they were leaving. So like, it was not a big, not many people hit that. And I was kind of like, really? You're gonna, can't just, people. That's kind of sad for LR. I was 2 guys in there alone with 26 people. Like, really? There were 3 kids, though. Leo loves kids, so it's really fun. I had that really great magical experience, and if I go, I could take that. Like, if I go and get it again, that could have been somebody else who got it for the first time. So, it was kind of like a, you know, when you're at, like, family dinner and there's extra pie and you've already had a piece and it's a big piece and you're like, you know what, this was amazing, this was like the best pie I've ever eaten, but I already had a piece, so I'm gonna sit back and whoever else wants to have a piece can have a piece, and then when you guys are all finished with your round, then I'll go again, but like I'll pass for now. I'm good, I'm full. So after a miracle day and the concert, I was like, no, I'm full, it's great, it was so good, I can't wait to have it again, but like I'm good for now. I don't need to do this anymore. So my new friend told me that's kind of weird. I was like, I know it's weird, but, and she said, no, it's really sweet. And I was like, okay, well, thanks, I guess. But it really does feel like I don't want to be a Greedy fan. I've seen Greedy fans. I know a Greedy fan. in the Odyssey one. Girl hit 4 times for the Odyssey concert one year. It was a year that I didn't hit at all. Girl went 4 times. And then the next year, when I hit, she had the audacity to jump into my DMs and go, do you have an extra ticket? Not even a hello. It was, do you have an extra ticket? And I went, no, I don't. I hit for the tickets that I balloted for, because I only ballot for as many as I need. I needed 2. I won 2. I do not have an extra ticket. And inside of them I was thinking, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you, because you went to Popcorn 4 times, and I didn't get to go, and you knew I didn't. So, I think that's greedy. Like, okay, if you want, like, I just think it's greedy. And I don't think it's nice. You don't be greedy. Like, share. Fandom is about sharing. Being a fan is sharing things with other, wow, okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on anymore. Being a fan is sharing. Fandom is sharing. If you cannot share in fandom, then you shouldn't be in fandom, because you know what? Things are not fun in isolation. You can't enjoy a fandom by yourself. And you don't necessarily have to contribute to that. Like, I'm not saying you have to go out there and write fic or do fan art or translations or whatever, but you have to understand that this is not a solo experience. This is a thing that we all do together. That's what it is. Fandom is collaboration. So if you're not going to do that, then I'm done with you. Like, I think that's incredibly greedy. Right? The reason I give tickets away is because tickets are hard to get. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that if I get more than I need, I shouldn't keep more than I need. I should use what I need and then give them to someone who didn't get them. Like, hello, sharing is caring. We all went to kindergarten. I even went to public kindergarten. I was homeschooled from 1st grade, so I did go to public preschool and kindergarten, and sharing and caring was part of that. So, yeah. But apparently that's weird, so okay. I'm not going to be a greedy fan. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to use my position of privilege to give access to people who do not have my privilege. I'm going to share. I'm going to translate whatever I think is important or relevant or people ask me for. I have people who had come to me in DMs and said, I don't want to ask publicly because people will be jerks about it. But I heard that there's a really cute photo in this blog. Could you send it to me? And I always go, of course I can send you the photo. I'll screen cap it right now. And just said, like, it's a photograph of them, like, you saw the other one taken at the same time on his Instagram. Like, it's clearly the same set. So, it's not like these are private, personal photos. Like, it's on a blog. It's just not everybody gets to read the blog because you have to pay $40 to be able to read it. Which is dumb. But it's a business. It's business accessible by privilege. Therefore, I will always share. Right? So yeah, that's basically what has been going down. That's the big event. I thought turning 30 would be the big event, and it was, because it was that day. But I was a day. 9:30 a.m. I got up, and if I had just slept, I would have missed everything. Basically, I would have missed everything. And instead, I spent a day with a really cute, sweet, funny Japanese fans who were very kind to me and were like welcoming and warm. And then when I went to the concert next day, I met up with a bunch of them because I was like, I still don't know anybody, and they were like, come on over with us. One of the high school girls I'm still like chatting with on Twitter. She's really cute. She owes me a postcard, I think. Hi. I don't really care. Like, it's fine if she doesn't have time for it. She's a high school student. She has very little time. I was like, don't worry about it, okay? When you have time, that's fine. There's no rush. But she's very cute. Everybody's very cute. I'm having a nice time. Despite the fact that I had the flu and laryngitis this week, which was exciting. Yeah, I've been very sick, but that happens every year on my birthdays. I've also written an absurd amount. We're talking, like, I just put up something that's 32,000 words. I've been writing novellas. Like, I cannot even... Novellas, okay? It's as, like, from October to December, I actually wrote 112,000 words. And just that pace has kept going. It's gotten worse, actually. So, yeah. Things are... Financially, it's a mess. Financially, I'm a disaster. Things were okay, and then my loans fucked themselves up. I got switched to an income-based repayment plan, and my payments were going to be fine. They came out of deferment, and the plan had not been applied. And then when I was like, hey, you didn't apply the plan, they went, you never applied for the plan. And I went, really? Because these PDFs that I have that you sent me totally say I did and that you accepted it. This is exactly... And they haven't replied to that email, which was sent on the 14th of January. So I'm calling them tomorrow. Wish me luck, because I don't have $500. Kind of why I applied for the income-based repayment in the first place. Anyway, that's what's been going on. Thank you for the support that you guys have been giving me on the last video. I really appreciate it. It was in kind of a super hit me in all of my insecure parts place, and knowing that you guys were there helped a lot. Knowing that people who have seen me at ups and downs don't think that I am what she said I was. And now I understand that I don't really want to have that kind of person in my life anyway. Because there are better people that I can be spending my time with. So, if she's going to be someone who is offended every time I succeed, which increasingly it was, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop doing my stuff just because it makes me uncomfortable, and I'm not going to stop enjoying being able to do things because it makes me uncomfortable, and I'm not going to stop being successful because it makes me uncomfortable. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. Kevin's been giving me lots of kisses lately, so yeah. So thank you to everyone who commented. I did read them all. I don't think I answered all of them because I'm terrible at answering comments. I'm terribly sorry. I do read them all. I just genuinely, even on LiveJournal, I was notorious for not commenting. Reading everything and not commenting. I just seem to have a problem with commenting back. It's like the people who can't text back. That's Kevin's face. It's like people who can't text back, but comments. That's me, where I'm reading it and I'm like, I really need to reply to that, and then I never do. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit that I've had for like 15 years. Something like that. Shit. How long have I been on the internet? Too long. Yeah. That's what's going on. Check out Vix. Check out Vix LR. Their most recent release was Whisper, and it's so good. Previous release was Beautiful Liar, which is also gorgeous. Has an incredible music video. Beautiful Liar's music video is just unbelievable. Their rapper, well, he's the softest, sweetest marshmallow boy. For some reason, everybody in this group is like really sweet, soft boys. Like, they all live together, even though they don't have to anymore, just because they want to. Two of them are even still roommates, even though there are technically enough rooms for them not to have to do that, just because they liked being roommates. It's really cute. But, yeah, no, their rapper is great. He actually wrote a trap single that called out misogyny in rap, and told male rappers who objectify women in their music to learn how to, I believe the phrasing he used was learn to suck your own dick, which is kind of amazing. You're coming at misogyny hard there, Ravi, wow. No, he's the cutest. He has a dog. He has a French bulldog, and his French bulldog's name is Butt. Excuse me, his French bulldog's name is Badass, also known as Butt. And it's great because every time they go overseas, they have this entire conversation where someone will say something to the effect of, Ravi's butt is really cute, or we have lots of pictures of Ravi's butt, or Ravi's butt is his most appealing point. And they have to explain that they don't mean his actual butt, they mean his dog, whose name is Butt. There was one incident where one of the members said Ravi has a lot of butt pictures on his phone, and they had to very rapidly explain to the translator that he's not a pervert with a bunch of just asses in his camera roll. It's his dog. His dog's name is Bud. So it was a great dog name decision there. Good job, Ravi. No, he's great. They're all great. So yeah, they're great musically too. Check them out musically. Like, they're good. They're really good. Like, I love Arashi, but even I acknowledge that probably at minimum 1/3 of the music is the same. Like, it's the same song for the past 18 years. It's just, it hasn't been a lot of development, and I feel like Vix develops quite a lot. So, give them a shot. I recommend Shangri-La, Chained Up, and The Closer. Those are my 3 favorite main Vix songs. Error is also really good. Well, hi. He's just gonna hang along here. And for LR, I think I do like Whisper better. I like Whisper as a track better, but I think Beautiful Liar was a better video. They're both great though. LR was great. The concert was so much fun. And Robbie's mixtape this time, Nirvana, is really good. So check that out too. It's been 40 minutes. So yeah, I updated you, told you what's going on, told you about my miracle day. A miracle day. Great birthday. New friends. Old friends. Confirming old friends. It's been good. Things are okay. I thought I wasn't gonna be okay, and I think for a while I wasn't. But enough people have now independently come forward and said, that's, no, she was wrong. That I believe it. So, thank you. Thank you, friends. I gotta go before the bird destroys my phone case. He's trying real hard. Alright, thank you guys for your support and your comments, and I read them all. And I even read the really awful ones. I delete those before most of you see them. There's some of them are. Remember my milkshake video? I get a lot of hate on that video, and I have yet to figure out why. Like, what is it about making a milkshake that upsets some specific subset of people very much? Especially when they can't figure out if I'm a girl or not. It's kind of amazing. They get so angry. I think somebody recently commented on the milkshake video. Remember, it's just a milkshake tutorial. How to make a great milkshake. He commented with, "Go fuck yourself." Bro, I don't know if you've noticed, but this is YouTube, so you came to me. You can just close the tab. You can go. Like, I'm not making you stay here. Go fuck yourself. Okay, I mean, it's a milkshake, but whatever. So yeah, those comments I delete. The rest of the comments I read, and I appreciate them. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my strawberries. I got strawberries. So I'm gonna eat some strawberries. I'm gonna watch some videos. Chill. Busy day tomorrow. I have to go to the bank. Yeah. Bye, guys.